Good evening, everybody. It is Charlie, and welcome back to the Chatting Leeds YouTube channel. Hope everyone has had a great weekend so far. A stress-free weekend in the world of Leeds United does not come around often, so I hope that you have all taken advantage of that fact. Just before we get into tonight's stream, please make sure that you are, of course, smashing that like button. It really does help get the video out there to more people and just helps it trend in the algorithm and stuff. So if you wouldn't mind doing that, that would be great. Please subscribe to the channel if you are brand new as well, and hit that notification bell so that you're always aware of when content is out on the channel. And of course, check out the membership perks as well. I'm in the process of working out some logistics on how I'm going to get some members only content out there for you all. So please make sure that you're checking that out. And if you can afford to contribute, then that would be very much appreciated. We are here this evening to preview our final home game of the season tomorrow night under the lights against Bristol City. Of course, Bristol City in the playoff places, looking to cement their place in the playoffs 100% with maybe a surprise victory at Ellen Road if they are able to get it tomorrow night. Spoiler alert, I don't think they will. But, they can certainly come and have a go, can't they? But, like I say, guys, get your comments in if you are in the building. We'll be going for a little while. So, like I said, there's 9 of you in the building from what I can see. Please put a comment in and I'll flash it up on screen. But, yeah, firstly, guys, I'll just check in with you all. I mean, how are we on this fine Sunday? It's strange, isn't it, where Leeds are concerned. Like I said in the intro there, like Sheffield United played on Friday night. I watched about 10 minutes of it. Wasn't bothered. Burnley played yesterday. I bet in total I watched about 10 minutes of that, maybe. I think when I switched it on, it was 3-0 to them. And then I checked again at full time to see it was 5. Fair enough. Look, we've done the main job now. We have took care of the main task at hand. The league, like I said in the title of the stream, we do still have a league title to go and win. Obviously, the Scousers have won the Premier League just now. We all know what happens when Liverpool win the Premier League. Leeds United go on to win the second division. So, look, hopefully that correlates again and Leeds can be champions this time next week, and we'll be all gearing up for the promotion celebrations in Leeds on the 5th of May. But yeah, look, I'm just buzzing at the minute. I'm still on cloud 9. It's like I said, it's weird to have a game on a Monday night and be completely stress-free going into it. It's absolutely insane. Part of me still keeps thinking, have I got something to worry about? Like, have I got to check Burnley? I've got to check Sheffield United, Sunderland, whoever. Oh, wait, no, I don't. And why is that? Because we're already up, baby. That's why. See, David's in the building. How we doing, mate? 3-1 tomorrow. Matching on together. Buzzing with that, mate. Yep, I would definitely take that. Julie, hoping for a big win tomorrow and go one better than Burnley the other night. Still celebrating. Oh, yeah. I mean, who hasn't been celebrating still? Who hasn't still been celebrating? It's weird though. I feel like tomorrow night's just going to be even better in a way because we know we're already up. I mean, for those of you who haven't seen, there have been yellow scarves placed on every seat inside Ellen Road for tomorrow night's game. So I can't wait to add that to my collection. I don't know if you can make it out behind me there, but I've got a scarf from the second leg in the playoffs against Norwich. I've got that behind me there. And I've also got the scarf that was left on the seat at Wembley last year as well. So not exactly. Well, the Norwich second leg is kind of a good memory because that was a really good night when we all still believed from last season. The Wembley one, not so much, but tomorrow's, I will definitely be keeping that scarf forever. I really will. And it'll go well with the yellow away shirt that I wear to every single game. And I'm also going to purchase one of them yellow bucket hats tomorrow because you know what? F it. You only live once. We might never experience a celebration like this again. So I'm going all out tomorrow night, believe me. Gulf Coast, Florida, Man of the Gulf, America. Right, brilliant name there. Bit of a mouthful, but we'll make sure we get it in. Must win tomorrow for the crown. Absolutely, pal. The away jersey is no longer available in my size just as I come into some extra money. Oh, well, hopefully I can snag it on eBay. Yeah, hopefully, mate. Shit, sorry, I'm American. Yeah, I gathered, mate. Like I say, we really do appreciate you tuning in. What time is it over there? I'm a bit of a nerd like that. What time is it when it comes to other time zones and stuff? But yeah. By the way, guys, shameless plug. If you'd like a Chatting Leeds mug, hit me up and I can sort that out for you, no problem. 2:10 in the afternoon. Okay, well, like I say, really do appreciate you tuning in throughout the middle of the day over there. I can see there's 10 of you in the building at the minute. Like I say, guys, please make sure that you are liking, commenting, and subscribing. So yeah, look, Bristol City. Like I say, decent team. To be fair, I'd say them and Preston are probably the most championshipy teams that are in the championship at the minute. They're just names who they never go up, they never go down, sort of club. And I'm looking at it now. Bristol City are fifth on 67 points, but then they've got Coventry in sixth, and Millwall in seventh, and Blackburn in eighth, all within 2 points. Obviously, Coventry and Millwall both on 66, Blackburn on 65, and then you've got Borough on 64, who could still sort of do it. So they will be really motivated to come to Ellen Road tomorrow night and spoil the party. Even though in a way they won't spoil the party, I still think we'll celebrate. But I do think if we got beat, it kind of take the shine off of it a little bit tomorrow. But like I said, I really just don't see it happening. But like I say, from their point of view, they'll be wanting to come, try and spoil the party, put the pressure on Leeds United to try and 100% cement themselves in that top six. Because if they do win this game, then they've pretty much done it. They have pretty much done it. Sunderland have absolutely fallen off a cliff, but are still cemented in fourth. Sheffield United, as we all know, have fallen off a cliff, so they're fine. But Bristol City, Coventry, Millwall, Blackburn, that's four teams that are still mathematically in with a chance of getting into the top six. Now, when you look at Bristol City coming into it, in their last 6 games, they have lost 2, won 3, and drawn 1. So, bit of a mixed bag. Obviously, they're coming into the game having lost 3-1 away at Luton on Easter Monday. So that's not a good result for them to be getting beat by a team that's in the bottom 3. So they'll be wanting to put that right. Again, more motivation for them. But look, like the title of the video suggests, Leeds United have still got a league title to go and win. Burnley got the win. So we really, as Julie said earlier, we really need to put the pressure back on Burnley because Burnley have got Millwall at home on the final day. And like I've just said there, Millwall can still get into the playoffs. So that's not going to be an easy game for Burnley. I really don't think it will be. So if Leeds United can get this win and then beat Plymouth, which we should, then we'll be champions regardless. So yeah, really do need to win tomorrow. But again, you can go into it without any sort of fear, so to speak, because we've already got the job done. Bristol City are confident we're coming to win, and so they should be. Open games tend to favour us. Exactly. They will have to come and try and play football against Leeds United. There's going to be no time wasting from them. There's going to be no shit housery from them. So yeah, like I said, that'll suit us down to the ground. Teams that come and actually play expansive football, it actually suits how we play because we're able to just pick them off and catch them on the counter. One of the last 14 away games. There you go. Their home form is what has got them by this season, which is a fact that I've kind of picked up on from social media and stuff, that they're not as good on the road as what they are at Ashton Gate. So again, that plays into our hands as well. You saw what Stoke in a way probably did try and play a bit against us, but they just couldn't. They just couldn't cope with the atmosphere. They couldn't cope with the occasion that it was for Leeds United. And, tomorrow night, I think could be the same for Bristol City. Yes, Leeds United are already promoted, but the crowd, because we're already up, the crowd's going to be electric. Like I say, I know it sounds daft, but the yellow scarves are going to be out in full force. It's going to be loud. It's going to be hostile. And yeah, I just don't think Bristol City will be able to cope with us. I really don't. I'm more than confident that Leeds United go to Ellen Road tomorrow and get the job done. And, like I say, it's the final home game as well. So, they will want to end the season off with a bang at home. It's been a tremendous season. Only 4 defeats all year, plus 60 goal difference. It's absolutely insane. And yet there are some people that would be happy for us to get rid of Fark. Like I say, I'm not going to touch upon it more than that, but I just thought I'd say that, it's absolutely insane to me. The man has done a very, very good job. Very good job. And if maybe he'd have taken over from Bielsa all those years ago, we could be in a totally different scenario here. Yes, it's going to take work in the summer to get a squad of players capable to stay up in the Premier League. But, what Fark has done at Championship level is just absolutely unreal. They're saying, any news on Dan James' fitness? No, there's been nothing really, mate. From the stuff I saw on the press conference on Friday, it didn't really touch upon it. So it's either no news is good news, or maybe it's just obviously no update. But it did look a little bit worse for wear during the celebrations, but I think that was alcohol related. As you can imagine, it was a bit weird how he kind of used him against Oxford and he just didn't look right, and then he wasn't in the squad at all for Stoke. I would like to see Dan James at least on the bench tomorrow, just to maybe come on for the last sort of 10 minutes just to see him one last time, because for me he's been our player of the season, and he's obviously up for Championship player of the season, which I do think he deserves. Although somehow I think James Trafford is probably going to get it, just down to the clean sheets that Burnley have kept this season, which is a great achievement in itself. But no update on Dan James, and like I touched upon on yesterday's video, which if you haven't already, go and check that out. I do think he'll probably just keep the same team tomorrow. I really do. I don't see the point in changing it. It absolutely dismantled Stoke City with ease. So there's no reason why it should change it. I think the players are in great form, like Jadon Bogle, Joe Rodon, Joel Perot's coming into the game having scored 4 against Stoke. So it's one of them, isn't it? It is one of them. Like I say, guys, there's 16 of you in the building. I will just remind you just to do all of the basic housekeeping. Please make sure you're liking, commenting, and subscribing. Check out the membership features. Like I say, guys, I'm thinking of ideas that I am going to be putting in place imminently in terms of content for members. So if you would like to contribute towards the channel and help grow the community on Chatting Leeds, go and check out the membership features. There's 2 tiers. There's a level 1 member, which is £1.99 a month, and then there's a level 2 member, which is £3.99 a month if you'd like to contribute a little bit more. So yeah, very much appreciated in advance, guys. Easy B saying Parker must have done a better job because Leeds are top of every metric apart from goals conceded, but he has matched us. Yeah, and look, I think you do make a good point there, Easy B. I think the 2 teams that have gone up automatically are the ones that should be going up automatically. Burnley have been the best defensive team all season. Only conceded 14 goals all season. It's absolutely ridiculous at this level. And And I think they're like 31 games unbeaten. Obviously, if they win the final game, then they'll finish the season 32 games unbeaten. They've not lost since the 3rd of November. It's absolutely ludicrous. Then you've got Leeds plus 60 goal difference, 88 goals scored this season. You know, the best attacking team in the division by a country mile. So yeah, both teams have been outstanding in different ways, and that is why that we are the two teams that are going up automatically. Apologies to Mr. Christopher Wilder. Not. I hope he's having a lovely time. I mean, did you watch? I mean, again, I didn't watch it, but you know, they only beat Stoke 2-0 the other night, and they made hard work of it by all accounts as well. We were 5-0 up at half time. Yes, it was at Ellen Road, and that was at the Bet365, so they're going to be a little bit better at home, you would imagine. But still, that's embarrassing from Chris Wilder's men to only beat them 2-0 after we've dismantled them, destroyed them to get promoted. But yeah, 19 of you guys, really do appreciate it. Like I say, get your comments in and make sure you're liking the video. But yeah, like I say, guys, this game tomorrow, I am very much looking forward to. It's just going to be such a good night. You know, yes, I wish it'd have been yesterday, like a late kickoff, maybe 5:30 last night, maybe would have been appropriate for it, because just the celebrations. I mean, don't get me wrong. After the Stoke game, it was unreal outside the ground. Don't get me wrong, but if we'd have won it in the ground, I think it'd have been even better. So tomorrow, the fact that we already know we're up, we can go to Ellen Road and look. You know, worst case scenario, we get beat tomorrow. Yeah, it's not ideal because it probably means we won't win the league. But so what? Like we've still got promoted. It's fine. You know, we can just go to a game at Ellen Road. Yes, we've got interest in it because we want to win the league, but there's no fear attached to it. There's no anxiety. I'm not going to be at work all day tomorrow just feeling physically sick going into it. Like, it's just going to be so nice and joyous. You know, if you're a season ticket holder like myself, or if you're maybe a member that goes and you're in the same part of the ground most weeks, like I've gained friends in the South Stand who, over the last few years, we've had ups, we've had downs together, but tomorrow night is going to be such an up. It's going to be so nice just to enjoy it with the people around me who you go through it with week in, week out, who feel your pain, who feel your happiness. And that's why we do it. That is why we do it. You know, you forget about all your other problems in life and you just enjoy it tomorrow, because the game's kind of secondary really tomorrow. I'm just looking forward to the celebrations. I'm looking forward to seeing Ellen Road just light up in yellow with all the scarves, the songs, the atmosphere. It's just going to be class, and that's why I mean the shackles are off for the players now, which is why I think even if we don't blow them away like Stoke, you know, obviously Bristol City are a much better team than Stoke. But you know, a nice routine, comfortable win will do me just fine. And then bring on the celebrations at full time and outside the ground, because it's going to be class. It's going to be absolutely unbelievable. David's saying they looked average against Stoke, to be honest. Here, exactly the Blades. You know, must have a little conversation about the Blades. Nobody, absolutely nobody, could have seen this coming. No one. Even Mystic Meg would not have been able to predict this. Let's be honest, guys. 3 weeks ago, we were doing this. I think I came on with Paul from the Leeds Therapy after Luton. I'm pretty sure. But anyway, whoever it was, we came on here and we were down. We were down and out. We were being negative, rightly so at the time, because after that Luton game, we'd drawn 3 games in a row. And even though Sheffield United had lost against Oxford after we'd drawn, I still felt that it was done for Leeds United. I did. I'll be honest. I did. I thought it was done. Because I expected the Blades to bounce back in the midweek against Millwall and to beat Plymouth. And obviously, we were then going into a Middlesbrough away game thinking, tricky place to go. They hate Leeds. The atmosphere will be good at the Riverside. All the intangibles. And then we go and beat Borough. Yeah, a scrappy win, but we still got it over the line. And Sheffield United lose at home to Millwall. Now, again, Millwall have ended up going on a good run, which is why they're in with a shot at the playoffs. But you think, right, well, all right, yeah, fine. But then they lose to Plymouth Argyle, having been 1-0 up. We beat Preston. And all of a sudden, it's back on again. It's back on. Good Friday. We play last. Burnley win. Sheffield United win, but again, it's Cardiff who are now relegated. And then we go to Oxford and win and show bottle and character. And after the Stoke game, when we won 6-0, I knew for a fact that it was done. Sheffield United were never going to go to Turf Moor and win. They just weren't. They've not lost there all season. 29, 30 games unbeaten at that time. And even when they equalised, I just thought Burnley will win this. And they did. So yeah, Blades have truly fallen apart. If we win our last 2 games, we'll finish on 100 points. This squad could have destroyed the points record and should have. That's why I feel relief more than anything. First is a bonus. Exactly, first is a bonus. It really is. Pick up Charlie. Hey up, Ollie. How we doing, mate? All good? Ollie's still biscuits. Michael, when Leeds United drew with both Swansea and Luton, I thought, oh, here we go again. Yep, as we all did, mate. With the Blades beating Cov and barely winning because of the line, wasn't it? Yeah, exactly. You know, Daniel Farker deserves a huge amount of credit for where Leeds United are at the minute. He really does. Keeper change made a massive difference. Yeah, it did. It did. I think we look a lot more. We just look defensively more astute at the back, confident, and playing with freedom. You know, these last 2 games, now we're already up, plus the keeper change. Players that are in form. I just think the shackles are off, and we're just gonna blow these teams away. I think we'll beat Bristol City tomorrow, and I think we'll batter Plymouth on the final day. I really do. I think we'll batter them. But again, Plymouth have got something to play for on the final day, so you know, yeah, we'll see. Sky did Leeds United no favour, as always playing after. Yeah, exactly. And it didn't work, did it? You know why Sky were doing that, Michael? You know why Sky were doing that? Because they wanted Leeds United to fail and they wanted it to be in front of the nation and they wanted Leeds United to be a laughing stock. They wanted Leeds to stay in the Championship, to boost their viewership for next season. Well, guess what? It didn't work. It didn't work because we got the job done. We showed bottle, unlike the team in South Yorkshire. We showed bottle, we showed fight and desire, and we got the job done. So, yeah, F you, Sky, because your viewership's going down next season, which means you're not making as much moolah, are you? So, stick that in your pipe and smoke it. But, yeah, look, back to the matter at hand. Before we do, actually, let's get into Dave's comment. Plymouth are gone, mate. Goal difference is a bridge too far from. Yeah, but you know they beat Preston yesterday, so you know maybe if results go for them on the final day, it could be a weird day. But again, like you say, mate, I do expect us to go down there and batter them, but we will see. Yeah, like I say, Jayden Bogle, Joe Rodon, you're in fantastic form. I think that should continue tomorrow as well. Joe Perreault, let's see if we can add more goals to that tally to cement his place as the Golden Boot winner. Aronson had a good game last time out. Hopefully that can continue. I thought Nonto had his best performance since coming back into the team against Stoke as well. And Manor Solomon, just doing Manor Solomon things as usual. Brilliant once again. And yeah, like I say, guys, Bristol City are in decent form. I know they're coming into the game on the back of a defeat, but they are in decent form. And yeah, look, as for my score prediction for this, I'm going to go, I think Dave said it at the start of the video, actually, and I agree, 3-1. I'm going to go 3-1. I think we probably will concede tomorrow, with Bristol being a decent side. Let's hope the lads have not got alcohol in their system still, and we can just play our game with freedom and just breeze past Bristol City. Michael saying Farker learned from last season by beefing up the midfield, adding Rothwell and Tanaka as well as Gilavogi. We lost Gruev and Ampadu for a good while this season, a bigger squad depth. Exactly. And when Ampadu and Gruev got injured, mate, we all thought the season was done, didn't we? We were thinking, how are we going to get to the end of the season without these two? But Rothwell and Tanaka just stepped up, didn't they? And, Joe Rothwell's another one that hasn't featured recently due to injury. So hopefully we can see him tomorrow at Ellen Road as well, because something tells me I just don't think he's going to be with us next season. So it'd be nice to give him a bit of a send-off, won't it? Jim Vortex is saying AFL giving us a biased linesman, wanting us to not go up. Exactly. I hope David Williams is a happy man as well. Not. Hope Farker doesn't think, we're promoted. No, he won't, mate. I definitely won't. I definitely wouldn't be thinking like that if I was Farker, and I don't think he will. I think we'll definitely be seeing Carl Darlow in goal. Don't you worry about that, mate. Don't you worry about that, Darth Bucks. Those games we've won winning 6 shows how fragile confidence can be, even though we're much stronger than... Yeah, but the fact that we still went 6 games with only 1 win and still gone up just shows how good we've been this season, and that we could kind of, when you look back now, we could kind of afford that wobble. And I know it wasn't fun at the time. It wasn't nice to go through. And like I said, I did think we were done at that point. I really did. But at the same time, we have showed bottle since then. We've showed desire. We've showed fight. They've learnt from last season, whether, the players and Daniel Farker, they've all learnt from last season. They've learnt from the mistakes. And isn't it nice that, the playoffs is like a month away and we don't have to worry about it. We do not have to worry about it. Richie Boy 66, one of our members, has joined the chat. Hey up, mate, how we doing? Like I say, guys, if you want to get involved with the memberships, then check out the membership features on the channel. 26 of you in the building. Please smash a like and subscribe if you are new. If Leeds United don't concede for the remaining matches, I believe it will be the second best defensive championship record of all time behind Burnley. Leeds have... Exactly, we've still had a good defensive season, but nothing can beat Burnley. I will have to say that, Burnley have been absolutely superb at the back this season. Esteve, Egan Riley, Connor Roberts, Bashir Humphreys, and obviously, is it Lucas Perez or something that's been covering Bashir Humphreys? Then, yeah, great. They have done good. Darlow won't be in net. He's just as much of a flopper as Mes given time. Just watch. I won't go that far, Jeezy. I think Darlow's been sound. But each to their own. Burnley will be hoping Leeds drop points so they can claim the title. Absolutely. But let's, I don't think that will happen. I think Leeds United win their next 2 games, and I do think that we will win the league. Like I say, guys, I'm going with a 3-1 win to Leeds United tomorrow in our final home game. We are going to leave it there, guys. We're approaching the half-hour mark, so I really do appreciate everybody that has dropped by this evening to show love on the channel. Like I said, if you are brand new, please make sure you're subscribing, like the content if you've enjoyed it. Get your comments in if you're watching after the fact as well. Hit the notification bell and check out the membership features on the channel. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday night, guys. And yeah, I will be back. I might try and get something out after the game tomorrow if I can. But if not, we will be back for a live edition of The Last Say on Tuesday night. Like I said, enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Enjoy the game tomorrow if you're going. And I'll see you in a bit. Leeds, Leeds, Leeds.